Red Bull, Pepsi, or something else on the shelf. Do you think you have the right to choose your daily drink? No. The truth is, they chose you even before you knew how to read the ingredients on the label. Every time you open a can of soda, you believe you are in control of what you put into your body. But I'm sorry, I have to say this today. You're not in control at all. They, the giant soft drink corporations, have spent decades studying your brain, behavior, and even your emotions. They know how to trigger dopamine so you feel the need for more. They know how to infiltrate schools, sports fields, and even your family's habits. They don't sell water. They sell dependence, packaged with sugar and caffeine. The average American consumes over 38 gallons of soda each year, and more than half of teenagers are addicted to energy drinks. It's not by chance. That is the result of a sophisticated multi-generational strategy. And if you think this is just a story about drinks, keep watching, because the truth is behind every can of water is a powerful machine that wants to control you. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover the truth that energy and beverage giants never want you to know. Do you think you want an energy drink every morning? No. Wanting is not a free decision. It's a reflex installed from within your brain. And the giant beverage corporations understand this better than anyone. For decades, they haven't just invested in marketing or eye-catching packaging. They also poured millions of dollars into behavioral neuroscience research to find the perfect formula that will make you unable to stop. What's the result? Each sip you take not only quenches your thirst, it triggers a series of sophisticated biological reactions within your body. What does this series include? Starting with sugar, which helps stimulate dopamine, a neurotransmitter that creates an immediate sense of reward. Every time you drink, your brain remembers that pleasure in orders. Do it again. Next is caffeine, which helps increase adrenaline and norepinephrine, making you feel alert, focused, and as if you have explosive energy. But when the effect wears off, the body falls into a state of fatigue, causing the brain to continue demanding another dose. So that means these giants aren't selling water. They seem to be selling a chain of neural reactions that your brain will crave to repeat. If sugar and caffeine are two arrows, when combined, they become the perfect weapon to influence behavior. Sugar provides immediate pleasure, making you want to go back for the pleasant feeling. What about caffeine? It gives you a sense of control and power, making you believe it helps you work better. And when these two factors are combined in the right proportions, your brain is tricked. You don't just drink because you like it, you drink because you can't help but drink. Let's look at the specific numbers. An 8.4 ounce can of Red Bull contains approximately 80 moas of caffeine. A 16 ounce can of Monster contains twice as much, about 160 milligram MEMA, and a 12 ounce Celsius has even more, about 200 milligrams. So just 2 cans of Celsius and you've reached the 400 millig day threshold, the maximum limit recommended by the FDA. But do you see that warning printed in bold on the can? No, because if you know too much, you'll be cautious. And they don't want that to happen. It doesn't stop there. Look at how they name and describe their products. Have you ever noticed this? It's all beautiful language. Clean energy, maximum performance, unleash potential. These words don't describe the product. They describe the person you become when you drink it. This is a classic psychological trick. Instead of selling drinks, they sell the image of the person you want to become. A middle-aged man, tired after 8 hours of work, would easily believe that that can of water is the key to his feeling stronger. But the truth is, it's just sugar and caffeine packaged as masculinity. The more you drink, the more the cycle repeats. Short-term alertness followed by energy crashes, cravings for more, and so on, repeating endlessly. And the most dangerous thing, you're starting to confuse real needs with manipulated ones. You no longer drink because you need to. You drink because you can't stop. Like any other addiction, it starts with a small choice, then becomes a habit, then a ritual, and finally a part of one's identity, a hidden message they never sent. They don't just sell drinks, they sell you a necessity, something they themselves created within you. They don't advertise the product. They advertise who you'll be if you lack it, and they won't wait for you to decide. They had programmed that decision before you even realized it. You're not addicted to soda, you're addicted to the feeling it creates. By the time you realize this, you'll start looking at that can of water with a completely different perspective. It's no longer a convenient drink. It's a neuromanipulation tool meticulously designed to keep you in the cycle of consumption forever. But this is only the first level of the game. Behind addiction lies a much larger battle: the environment, politics, and global power. Let's go deeper, because it'll surprise you even more than this addictive formula itself. Don't take your eyes off it. You might think, what harm does drinking soda do to the environment? But the answer is, every bottle of water you hold in your hand today will outlive you on Earth. Every year, tens of billions of plastic bottles from beverage giants like Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and energy drink brands flood the market. Most of them are never recycled. They are discarded in landfills, flow into rivers, streams, and oceans, and remain there for hundreds of years as artificial fossils of the modern era. According to many environmental organizations, Coca-Cola and PepsiCo consistently rank among the world's top polluters with plastic, a position no company wants to hold, yet they occupy it year after year. And then the story didn't end at the landfill. Plastic doesn't disappear. It breaks down into tiny particles called microplastics and nanoplastics. And from then on, it seeped into every corner of life, into the fish's belly, then onto the dinner table, into the groundwater, then into your glass of water, and finally, it could enter your own body and your child's. A recent study found an average of about 240,000 microplastic particles in every litre of bottled water. These particles are so small that they cannot be seen with the naked eye, but they are large enough to penetrate the body's biological barriers. And because the human body has no way to digest plastic, it can accumulate over time with consequences that science is still trying to understand. You don't see it, you can't taste it, but it's flowing through your body and also through your child's body. Lately, it's true that under public pressure, beverage companies are constantly launching environmental campaigns. 100% recyclable, a waste-free future. Every bottle is a green commitment. That sounds reassuring until you look at the actual numbers. Less than 15% of global plastic is successfully recycled. The rest was either burned or drifted in the natural environment. That's why many organizations and even governments have accused them of greenwashing, using environmental protection language as a marketing tool. While their supply chains still dump millions of tons of plastic waste into the world each year.